Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Condors and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Condors offense will go to work first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I think it's hard anytime you're a freshman quarterback trying to get acclimated to the speed of college football, especially this early in the year. But, David, things are going to go faster even today because of this secondary and because of all the playmakers they have on the back end. For this quarterback, he has got to be able to find his rhythm early.
Well, and I feel kind of sorry for him because the playbook's not even open to him yet, right? Like, this dude's a freshman. He's still learning and trying to see it at the same time where they're trying to give him more and more responsibility. Tremendous challenge today against the secondary. If you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay. So he's really got to be dialed in today.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now on the option. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, the ground game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Condors decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Oh, the sweet feet. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. They'll try the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Russell makes the grab.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown time. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Dropping back, it's right. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down. And it'll be the Condors who will bring the punt team onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Now on the counter. Runs through a tackle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Leaves it with the back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the run, it's Hill. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Throwing Russell. Quickly complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll take it himself. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
They'll try to power their way ahead. The Tide will get the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. There's some room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. You'll hear it in the crowd a lot, yelling to the offensive coordinator, run the insert expletive ball. Well, I think the Tide might have found his next home run hitter to run the ball.
I mean, if this guy's going to have this much success, yeah, feed him the rock. Give him the ball early in the game, setting the tone. Listen, we know how it works. You get first downs and you run the ball like you have effectively early in the game. It opens up everything else, and the whole playbook becomes wide open.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Give to the single back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Looking downfield, it's right. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And it'll be the Condors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Number 95, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Utah taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Utes trying to stay perfect as they eye an 11th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room, Alabama's head coach told me the message to his team in the locker room was, you can be the hammer or you can be the nail here to start this second half. So far, they've been the hammer. A terrific start to this game. They've got the blowout, the opponent on the ropes. But he said, we will be determined by how we finish strong. Keep hammering away. That's the kind of team we want to be this season.
Okay, Holly.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now on first down from the 30. Going to the ground. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended.
This is a guy that put a a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go toward this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Wright. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Man, you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Might have a chance. The 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Punt is on its way. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
There he goes.
been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to the fullback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Oh, and I love it. They give the ball to the fullback. You don't even see him in the game all the time, but when he is, it's always unselfish, pounding people. I love when you toss him a little love and give him the rock.
You ever wish you'd played fullback instead?
No.
You would have been a great fullback, a great H-back.
Just hit people, hit them again, hit them again. Now I'm good. I'll go get the quarterback.
The Condors will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
With this game decided, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket, and it's getting late. Week 12, and this is how things would stack up if the playoffs started today. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Got a little grass. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little
honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stevens. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He makes the catch at the 10. Made a defender miss. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Alabama sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Could be an alley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
To the ground with the back.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated